Gamergate 2 is well underway, and the media, game journalists, and narrative consultation companies have been freaking out over how relevant they really are because they have realized educated consumers are no longer willing to just shell out money for bad products. And now we're hearing that Black Girl Gamers, another narrative consultation company akin to Sweet Baby Inc., has announced legal action against the entertainment news outlet ThatParkPlace over a recent report suggesting video game diversity consultant company engaged in discriminatory hiring practices. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or through YouTube membership. So I have a lot of different things to show off because there have been so many developments so far, but in the latest escalation of the ongoing Sweet Baby Inc. discourse, video game diversity consultation company Black Girl Gamers has announced their intent to seek legal action against the entertainment news outlet ThatParkPlace over a recent report alleging they engage in racially discriminatory hiring practices. Now, of course, Trent over at ThatParkPlace is a very good journalist. He is one of the few in the industry who is actually good at their jobs that I read articles from. I reference ThatParkPlace all the time, and I think that he does very good work, and he's very careful about his wording. And in this case, they are saying his wording was wrong, that he was sharing misinformation, but of course they will not actually confirm what that is. In the latest development, it was kicked off when on March 15th, ThatParkPlace editor John F Trent published a report entitled "Forspoken Consultant Black Girl Gamers Appears to Discriminate in Their Hiring Practices While Claiming They Are Being Harassed." I actually covered this in another video, and they're threatening anyone who is sharing this article, who is talking about this article. They've threatened YouTubers. Who knows, maybe my channel will end up having problems because of Black Girl Gamers, because I covered this, but it all started because Black Girl Gamers had posted this tweet looking for Black women content creators that make Dungeons and Dragons content for some potential brand work. Now, of course, Wizards of the Coast is one of the wokest companies in the industry. It doesn't surprise me that this group, who is titled Black Girl Gamers, is working very closely with a company like Wizards of the Coast. But addressing the report roughly 2 weeks later, they made an official company statement saying, "We're addressing the recent allegations published on ThatParkPlace.com about discriminatory hiring practices within Black Girl Gamers. These claims are false and were made without prior fact-checking or verification from us or our representatives." Now, I say this all the time. Individuals like this don't actually want to have conversations with the very people they are supposed to be creating content for, aka gamers, so they're complaining that there wasn't discussion when these people clearly don't want to have discussions. But regardless, it says Black Girl Gamers operates as a contracting organization that collaborates with both freelancers and content creators of all backgrounds. They go on to even say, though, that upon discovering these false and defamatory allegations, which they don't specify what in this article is false or defamatory, they said that they have taken legal steps to obtain counsel to take action against the publication and journalists, as well as subsequent content creators who have reshared the false allegations about our organization. Like I said, I covered the Black Girl Gamers article when it initially came out, so maybe I'm going to be facing repercussions from them. Maybe they're going to come after me, but we do actually know that John Trent received a cease and desist letter from Black Girl Gamers. The cease and desist goes farther than anything that it says WDW Pro has personally ever seen in chilling freedom of the press. Now, of course, I think what's frightening to so many people here is how uneducated these people really are. We are talking about freedom of speech here. It is okay if I go online and I call someone a dipshit. That is not something that could get me in trouble. And when it comes to journalism, we have freedom of the press. He should be able to, in his articles, cite information and present that to his audience without being attacked for it and without being threatened for it. But that is exactly what is happening. That is what is so chilling about this, is that the press that they disagree with is being intimidated by them. And that's why we have to speak up when situations like this happen, because it is absolutely ridiculous and should not be happening. This article really had nothing that they can go against. Trent constantly used terms like allegations and appears to be. It's not like he is stating fact. He is simply stating his opinion and evidence, which points to the point he's trying to make. But you can't win a case when people are saying things about you that are true or an opinion. They're not defamatory allegations when they're the truth, or it's at least evidence which points to the case being the truth, even if not the full picture. And Trent even said, if you want me to issue clarifications, let's have a discussion about it. Reach out to me. And clearly they didn't, because of course they don't want to have a conversation about this. They want to intimidate people. They want to intimidate journalists like Bounding into Comics, ThatParkPlace, Fandom Pulse, but at the same time, they also want to intimidate content creators like me. They're trying to scare me into not making videos like this and covering Black Girl Gamers. And Black Girl Gamers, I've talked about for a while because they are the consultation company that was behind the disaster that was Forspoken. I mean, it literally failed so hard, it got a studio shut down. Luminous Productions had to shut down, and some of the employees were integrated back into Square Enix, but that was their first major AAA product, and it failed. I mean, why did they really expect people to, I don't know, like simp for them in a way? Because that's what they were hoping. They were hoping that on social media, tons of people were going to support them and there wasn't going to be backlash to this. But there has been, yes, there have been individuals like this saying, you know, love to see it. Let's make it count for something. And it says trending Black Girl Gamers. But they don't understand it's trending for, in their view, negative reasons. The reason why Black Girl Gamers is trending is because people are upset with them and the things they're doing, these scare tactics that they're using, and these threats that they're levying towards a publication like ThatParkPlace. I mean, look at this. They run a community, right? And you can judge by their name what they're all about, Black Girl Gamers, but you must apply to join their community. And if you self-identify, or you can't even, identify as a man, how is that inclusive? These people preach inclusivity, yet they're excluding a whole group of people, in their mind, evil white cis men, which of course is ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with being a white man, but they make it so that their audience and their group just calls any white man evil, and that is just absolutely disgusting in my opinion. It will definitely be interesting to see over the next coming days and coming weeks who else is actually targeted by Black Girl Gamers. And my channel is targeted by Black Girl Gamers, but at least right now John Trent has received a cease and desist from Black Girl Gamers, and it seems like they really are trying to silence as many people as possible. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this and of course found it important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.